Our planet is heating up. Wildfires are more intense. Oceans are rising. And most of this is caused by carbon emissions from burning fossil fuels. Coal, oil, and gas. So the question is no longer if we need to act, it's how fast we need to act. Some say the answer is wind, others say it's solar, but there is one powerful solution we often ignore or even fear: nuclear energy. In this video, we'll explore how nuclear power could help stop climate change and why it's making a huge comeback, and we'll bust a few myths along the way. Chapter 1. Climate problem. Every year, humans release over 30 billion tons of hard carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. That's about 4 tons per person every year. This traps heat in the air, like putting a thick blanket around Earth. What are top 3 causes of this? First one, coal-burning power plants. Second is gasoline vehicles. And third, natural gas for heating and industry. If we don't dramatically cut these emissions in the next 2 decades, scientists warn of devastating consequences: rising sea levels swallowing coastlines, stronger hurricanes and drought, food and water shortages for billions. We need a replacement for fossil fuels, and fast. Something that's clean, reliable, and scalable. And that's where nuclear energy comes in. Chapter 2. Why nuclear energy helps. Nuclear energy is made by splitting atoms, a process called fission. It releases huge amounts of energy without releasing any carbon dioxide during operation. Here's why nuclear is a serious climate solution. It runs 24/7. Unlike wind or solar, nuclear doesn't depend on the weather. It's compact. A single nuclear pellet, the size of fingertip, can produce as much energy as a ton of coal. It's efficient. One plant can power an entire city day and night. According to the International Energy Agency, nuclear energy avoids around 1.5 billion tons of CO2 emissions every year. That's equal to removing 30 million cars from the roads. Also, nuclear plants use up to 500 times less land than wind and solar farms per unit of electricity. And here's another myth buster. Despite what you might think, nuclear power is also one of the safest sources of energy. A 2021 study published in Lancet found that nuclear energy has caused fewer deaths per unit of electricity than coal, oil, or even biomass, mainly because it doesn't pollute the air. Chapter 3. The problems. So, if nuclear is so great, why isn't everyone building more of it? There are 3 major concerns. First is safety. Accidents like Chernobyl in 1986 and Fukushima in 2011 created deep public fear. Second is waste. Nuclear waste stays radioactive for thousands of years. And the third one is cost and time. Traditional plants can take a decade to build and cost billions. But here's the twist. Those problems are being solved thanks to a new generation of technology. Small modular reactors, SMRs, are the next big thing in nuclear. They're compact, factory-built, and much safer by design. SMRs are designed to shut down automatically in case of emergency. No human needed. Some designs, like those from TerraPower or NuScale, are so small they can fit on a truck. And what about nuclear waste? Some next-gen reactors can recycle old waste into new fuel, reducing both the volume and radioactivity. In fact, the US already has enough spent fuel in storage to power the entire country for over 100 years if reused properly. And let's not forget fusion energy, the same process that powers the sun. It doesn't create long-lived waste. It can't melt down. And the companies like General Fusion and Helion, backed by Bezos and OpenAI Sam Altman, are racing to make it work. Chapter 4. The future of nuclear. Around the world, momentum is building for nuclear renaissance. France is expanding its reactor lifetimes. Canada and UK are investing heavily in SMRs. China is building new nuclear plants faster than any other country. And the US is funding dozens of advanced reactor designs. As of 2024, Over 70 nuclear reactors are under construction globally, with hundreds more in planning. Even tech giants are stepping in. Bill Gates is building next-gen reactors in Wyoming through TerraPower. Jeff Bezos is betting on fusion with General Fusion. Elon Musk supports keeping existing plants open and exploring nuclear for space power. And the reason is simple. Electricity demand is skyrocketing thanks to AI, electric cars, and the electrification of heating and industry. If we want a clean future, we need baseload power that doesn't rely on weather. Nuclear can deliver it. So what's the conclusion? Climate change is the defining challenge of our generation. To meet it, we'll need every clean energy tool we've got. Solar panels on rooftops, wind farms on hills, hydro from rivers, and of course, nuclear power plants of new and old generations. It's not a silver bullet, but it's a powerful, proven way to cut emissions while keeping the lights on. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, keeping global warming below 1.5 Celsius may require doubling or even tripling nuclear energy capacity worldwide. So maybe it's time to stop fearing the atom and start embracing it as part of clean, reliable, and resilient energy future. If we do it right, we can power the planet without destroying it. Subscribe for more clean energy stories. The future runs on science, and it just might run on nuclear.